this button. Work. Okay. What's going on, guys? I'm just gonna check my Facebook, make sure I'm live, because none of this fucking shit really works properly. What's going on? What's going on, guys? Okay, so I just I got an impromptu live video for you guys. Do I really know what I'm gonna say? No, but we're gonna look at some Bitcoin charts. We're gonna look at kind of what my thought process is right now, and then I'll brag about a couple of things like I always do. Sorry, I'm just doing my thing here. Again, guys, I sit in front of a 55-inch TV. So when I'm looking like this and like this and like this, it's because I'm looking at my screen all over the place. All right, so bear with me. Been all over my Telegram group today, talking about trading, what I think is going on about Bitcoin. I joined another Telegram group too, and been sharing a lot of my TA in there. Basically, just trying to help more people and make new contacts, new friends. So I'm in a process here right now of making contacts with a lot of the admins of some of the groups that offer technical analysis and signals and stuff like that. So I've been reaching out to a lot of these guys to just to connect with them and kind of get to know them a little bit, because more or less in technical analysis, I fucking school a lot of these guys. It's just that they have a really good following, and it's in my best interest and their best interest if we work together on stuff instead of trying to, you don't have to do everything on your own. If everybody works together, everybody makes money together. At least for those of us who are working together. And if you think trading is just a one-man thing, then I mean you're doing it wrong. Networking is a big portion of trading in the cryptocurrency markets, because there's just so many fucking coins to watch on the market that one man can't watch them all. And your opinion of a coin might be the wrong opinion, so it's always a good idea to listen to other opinions as well. So I do a lot of networking with others who are whether their trading style is through technicals or fundamentals, doesn't matter. I like to do a lot of networking with others to gain opinions. But Matt Crawford, it's working good. What's working good, bud? Don't know what you're talking about. So I'm doing my thing here, guys, but I'm gonna talk in a minute. I should pop up my YouTube, because again, guys, I'm live on YouTube and on Facebook at the same time. So YouTube's dropping me a bunch of stuff. Kenny Vogt? How do you pronounce your name, Kenny? Vogt? Kenny Vogt? Is the G silent or is the T silent? I forget. I don't know which one. BitConnect gone. From what I heard, BitConnect pulled out of USA and Canada, just kind of like USI Tech did. Really not the point of my video, but I hope I get some money out of USI Tech, and if I don't, then I'm fucked, and a whole bunch of people that I know are fucked. And we're fucked, and that's it. And for those of you who are in BitConnect, which I never actually joined, you're fucked too. So I don't know what the answer is in that whole vote. Okay, evoked. Okay, so the G becomes a. Okay, awesome. Thanks, bud. Thanks. I will remember you because of that. Thanks. Evoked. So it's Kenny Voked. So the G is not a G, it's a K. Voked. Awesome. I'm gonna remember that. Names are so hard, guys. It's not easy when you're dealing with names all the time. Okay. Basically, I wanted to talk about what Bitcoin's doing. And I'll tell you honestly right now, no, I do not know all the answers. No, nothing I say is definitive. My charts actually changed a little bit since I posted a bunch of stuff on Facebook, but I'm still going to stand behind that particular call. So, how about this? Why don't I just switch over to a screen share and I'll show you what I'm thinking about what Bitcoin's doing. Okay. So here's the chart that I shared. I shared in my Telegram. I shared in on my Facebook. I shared in Vince's Telegram group. And again, this is the zoomed in version of it. So basically, here's what we got, guys. I'll explain the divergence thing in a minute. And there's a chance that the divergence might not play true, but we'll look at that anyway. Again, I have absolutely nothing planned, and my phone and my Facebook is going nuts. That's okay. So basically, guys, here's what I charted, all right? So this line right here, one parabolic advancement, okay? So, I mean, we were in a bear trend, but now we start going down steep. So I call this, now, I don't know if this is the right way to call it or whatever, but I call this step one, stage one of a parabolic advancement, okay? And then this here, I call stage two of a parabolic advancement because it did this. But then I had this big fucking candle that come up here. And it was above my line. So I was thinking here that this second parabolic advancement might have been negated by this candle going up. And that's why I put the post out on my Facebook and in my Telegram group. And of course we have 23 minutes until this candle closes. So we could easily end up back under here, under this parabolic advancement and drop some more yet. But I was looking pretty bullish as long as the price action stays above this second parabolic advancement. A third advancement would put us going down a lot further and also breaking this bottom line, which is, let me zoom out, okay, which is my descending broadening wedge, okay? So that's based on 1 point of contact, okay? 2 points of contact from price action. And this was intended to be the third point of contact. And even though it blew by a little bit, if our price action stays up, I'll call that a third point of contact. But that is what my thought process was with that, was that our price action went above my second parabolic advancement and stayed above, for the most part, stayed above the descending broadening wedge that I charted out. Now, of course, guys, like I say, nothing in charting is guaranteed, all right? If you go and search, go to YouTube, Google and just search like something like technical analysis doesn't make sense. Technical analysis is fake, and you get all kinds of articles that say, you know, it's just magic lines drawn on a chart. They really don't mean anything. And I'll tell you guys right now that that's 100% true. 100% true. They don't mean anything. But it's a means of tracking what the price is doing. And it's a means of creating a trading plan, all right? And if you play according to your trading plan, which you should be not just developing, but you should be constantly testing. And when it's not working, you should be changing. And when it is working, you should be recognizing why it's working and make sure you implement the reasons it's working with extra effort, okay? So I have a particular trading plan. Not everybody has the same trading plan. A lot of people call me crazy, but even though I can be wrong 9 times out of 10, I still make a fucking shitload of money. So that's the important factor to me, is that I make money. So basically, guys, all right, so Let me just move this and this out of the way, because obviously, like, if you're not good at charting, you're not following everything that I have. I'm gonna delete my Ichimokus for a second, and I can't look at a chart without this shit. But basically, guys, here's what I charted, and I called in my group before. Okay, was we had this pattern, okay, on ascending triangle, okay, from the downward direction. So we came from a bear direction, okay, into an ascending. It's ascending because the top is flat, the bottom is ascending. It's an ascending triangle, okay, which to me is generally a bear signal, okay. Yes, it might break out to the top, but in most cases I see these break out to the bottom. And the logic is, okay, the logic in these, and it broke out to the bottom and it performed a second one, okay. So the logic behind this particular pattern, I'm gonna give you guys a bunch of shit for free. I charge $500 for this in my course, okay? So I'm gonna give you some stuff for free. Here's the logic. Again, I'm enjoying Hops and Robbers from Double Trouble Brewing. They call it an extra delicious IPA. So anyway, the logic behind this, okay? So we have our horizontal line, all right? This line, okay? And it goes straight across, right? Generally. And if it's not straight across, then we're not dealing with an ascending triangle, or it might be mostly ascending. But if it's not horizontal, then it for the most part it's a different pattern and has different logic associated with it. Okay, but we have a straight line across the top and an angled line across the bottom at any angle. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be this angle. It can be any angle. Okay, in this particular pattern, I'll talk about the rest of this shit later. But just this particular pattern that I had, I mean, I can zoom in. If I go to a 30-minute, it'd be the same thing. You know, 30-minute, same fucking pattern, right here, right? Okay, so what we had here. So this line, okay? This line is very solid. See the price action? Okay, I might have violated some wicks here. I mean, it's not, nothing's perfect. Nothing's 100%, okay? But this line has been solid. We've hit it a bunch of times, and the price action has not broken through. So this tells us right there that this is a point of resistance, and it's a very strong point of resistance, okay? Now the bottom, now this is our you know, it's a trend line in this particular pattern because patterns are based off trends. I mean, if I zoom in a lot more, then this will be a trend. You'll recognize it as a trend. However, it's angling upward, okay? So we had a price come down, and then a bunch of people bought it, but they could not get it above this price. So it went down again, a bunch of people bought it, and they still could not get it above this price. Okay? And then these fucking guys up here said, fuck this, we're done, sink it. And they sunk it. Okay? So that's the logic of the ascending triangle, okay? Is that these guys knew what they were talking about, and they held their guns, okay? And they said, nope, you're not getting past this line. These guys down here had no fucking idea what they were doing. The price is just dumping, so they were buying. So it dumped, so they bought. And then they said, oh, fuck. And then they couldn't get past there, so they bought some more. Right? And they said, oh, fuck, I can't get past there. And then they got wrecked. Right? That's basically the logic of this pattern, all right? Some people have an idea that this pattern, because it's ascending, means you're going up. Okay? Now, sometimes, if you have this pattern when your entry is from the bull direction, so you came from the bottom up and entered an ascending triangle, maybe sure, you may have a higher chance of exiting out the top. Okay? In this case, we came from the top down into our triangle. Okay? And this is our pattern. And in an ascending triangle, I wholeheartedly believe that there is a greater chance of exiting towards the bottom. Okay? Now, this happened twice, so this is why I called it. When this pattern happened, I called it before this candle right here, like this candle right here. I called this in my trading group before this candle broke out the bottom of my triangle, okay? And I knew it was going down. So basically, your best move at that point would have been to sell and just hang on and then buy it back down here. Now, when you're charting, obviously these little patterns is not the whole story, okay? Because every time you zoom out, and you know, go back to a 1 hour, and I'll zoom out some more too. Every time you zoom out, you get a different pattern, okay? So when I zoom out, now I have, shit, hang on. Let me go fix this right now before I forget. I just want to put my parabolic advancements lines back where they were, because to me these are important for my charting. Okay, to some of you they might not be, but to me they are. Back to my 1 hour and just zoom out a little bit. So when you zoom out a little bit, now you have another pattern. Okay, now this shit in here, this doesn't matter anymore because I'm zoomed out. Okay, I can't chart little wee things like this when I'm zoomed out. Okay, so now I have a descending broadening wedge, right? 1, 2, 3 points of contact. Okay, do I know this is going to hold? No, I do not. All right, and again in the top, 1, 2, 3 points of contact, and if I extend it, this one probably counts too. Okay, but do I know this is going to hold? No, I do not. All right, however, we had a bounce here, and we have 3 points of contact, so according to my trading plan, this was a buy. Okay, is that guaranteed? No. Could you be wrong? Yes. But according to my trading plan, I would buy here. Okay. You can zoom out some more and you get all different patterns. Okay, here's our upper trend line. Only 2 points of contact. All right. And then this is our next parabolic advancement. But if I chart this, now we're in a channel going downward. And that's not good. So you see when you're charting, you get a lot of mixed signals. Okay. I'm not even looking at my fucking indicators at the bottom. Let's get rid of those. Deal with those in a minute. But I can go like this. Obviously, I zoomed in, so my chart's out of place. But there's that, okay? Every time you zoom out, you can find patterns all over the place. Okay? I mean, I don't know. This looks like a fucking line right here. How's that one? What do you think, guys? We're channeling downward. Look at that. 1, 2, 3. I mean, this one blew through a little bit, but 1, 2, 3. Close, because I'm so far zoomed out. 4. We're channeling downward right now. So there's mixed signals, yes. And at any given time, you have mixed signals. I won't talk about patterns. There's a bunch of head and shoulders in there. A whole bunch of other things. Something else I want to say. Oh, if I go back to the daily, what do I see on the daily? So we'll change our chart to a 1 day. Oh yeah, here's something else. Never mind what these lines say, because obviously they don't make any sense on a 1 day. Okay. We're moving downward. Okay, again. Okay. That's the same channel I drew. That's a channel. Okay, we're heading downward. This was a bounce point, though. So, to me, buy, sell, buy, sell. Obviously, at that time, we don't know where these points are, okay? However, we hit this line again where we've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, almost, and 5 points of contact. Is that not a buy point? If you buy here for $10,000 and you sell over here for $14,000, is that not a profitable trade? Okay? Play the channel. Right? So to me, buy territory. Again, okay? Are we going down? Probably. But buy territory. I'm going to zoom out again. Well, actually, I'm going to go to a logarithmic scale. And, fuck. I'm just going to go backward. Can I go all the way back to getting my Ichimokus back, or do I got to reset them? Rewind. When was the last time you guys rewinded a cassette tape? My dad still has a shitload of cassette tapes. Oh, there's my Ichimokus. Okay. Alright. Let me go out. Let me go to a daily scale now. And go to a logarithmic scale. Okay. And I posted this on Facebook as well. Here, we're well into the cloud and we poke through the bottom. Whoops, 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 whoops. Okay, and we poke through the bottom. Okay, here again, well into our cloud. We poke through the bottom, well into our cloud, and here. Oops. Give me this again. Oh, I see. Whatever. You guys get it. Okay, up here, we're well into the cloud, and we poke through again. Okay, we poke through. We poke through. We poke through. That's happened before. We poke through down here. Whatever. You know, looks pretty normal to me. Okay? And when you really zoom out and you look at this, especially on a logarithmic scale, okay? It's not the first time anything like this has happened. We're on a fucking hell of a bull run. Okay? And we're going up. But we've entered the cloud and been supported by the cloud numerous times in history. Okay? Let me back up again because there's one other thing I'd like to draw. Let me delete these. Something else I posted on my Facebook. Oh, fuck. I deleted a bunch of other stuff. Okay. Sorry, guys. When I click something, sometimes it clicks the wrong stuff. So, okay. Something else I want you guys to look at. Look at this pattern. Okay. And this pattern. Did you notice anything that's kind of similar at all? Okay, never mind my line. Never mind the blue lines. Just those patterns. Anything you guys notice in there that looks similar? Okay, I'm just going to go on. I'm going to check my comments right now. What's going on, Tanvi? Jonathan? Cool. I'll check my YouTubes. Okay. What you guys mean? We have a repeat of this pattern. Okay. So this pattern here. Boom, 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 boom. Downward. Okay, channel downward a little bit. Here, kind of the same thing, but this isn't really... they're similar, okay? Boom, 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 done. 1, 2, 3, done. We got our 1, our 2, our 3. Okay, there's our correction. We're done. Okay, I think we're going up from here, to be honest. One other thing that I think that says we're going up. Let me delete these circles. I'll get off logarithmic scale. I'm going to go back to my 1 hour chart because it's where I like to be. Okay. Let me pull up my indicators again. This is the second time. No, this isn't guaranteed. Let me lose my auto so I can scroll. Okay. This blue line right here. See, it's between this price point and this price point, okay? Right here in the downward direction, right? And if I go into my RSI, which, I mean, if you guys want to see my indicators, here's my RSI standard 14 period, okay? Whoops. See, RSI is in the upward direction. This is called a bullish divergence because there is a divergence, there is a difference between what price action is doing and what RSI is doing, and they're opposite, okay? And RSI is pointing upward. Even though price action went down, RSI went upward, which is another indication of a bounce, okay? Now, is any of this guaranteed? No. Is any of this financial advice? No. Is this a buy point on my trading plan? Yes. Can I be wrong? Yes. Okay. I'm basically, as far as my statistics go, I'm wrong 7 to 8 out of 10 times. If you want me to be 100% honest, I'm wrong more than I'm right. Okay. Now in trading, that's okay. As long as you understand positioning. Okay. So your position size is very important. And, you know, you're also You're also gaining on some of your trades. Okay, so I mean, like a lot of I might make a lot of trades, especially in the altcoin markets, where I might lose if I make 10 trades, I might lose 5% on 9 trades, and on trade number 10, I'll make 200%. Okay, and that's still called winning, right? So it depends on the market conditions. It depends on a whole lot of different factors, but everything that I just told you guys is what I'm thinking about the markets, and according to my trading plan, it says it's a buy. Okay. Do you guys have any questions about charting, what the charts say, or anything I just said? I don't even know if any of it made sense. It's like I'm just doing my thing. What's this bullshit you're sending me? 500 free entries into Crypto Lotto. Yeah, I'll buy that. Sure, bud. Yeah, if you guys got any questions about charting or anything or what I'm thinking, but that's what I'm thinking about Bitcoin. I think we probably hit a bounce point. No, it's not guaranteed, but what's going on with my charts here? Why did my chart go funny? That was kind of odd. But anyways, guys, you guys got any questions about anything I just said? I know it's a boring video. Nothing about trading is fun or entertaining at all. That I will vouch for. But it's all good. I mean, like today, guys, I'm down. Fuck. My USD value, my Bitcoin's still holding because, I mean, I have an idea what I'm doing. I did not exit the markets. I did not catch the markets at a good time to exit. Markets had dumped more while I was sleeping than it was worth for me to exit. So I didn't do anything. What am I down here? I'll tell you guys exactly what I'm down in USD value. Say 8, 9, maybe 10,000 on that account. I'll check the other one. I'm down 12,000 on this account. I have another account is just small. I'm probably only down $1,000 or so. So I'm down 25,000 bucks anyway. And I'm not worried at all. I don't like most people. I don't experience emotions over my money. If you are trading right now, and especially in times like this, if you are experiencing anger, frustration, guilt, depression, anything like that whatsoever, I can guarantee you with 100% certainty you're going to lose all of your money, okay? Because you're emotional. And if you feel any of those things now, I can also guarantee you that when the price of whatever coin you are in goes up, okay, and you make a lot of money in a particular trade or in a particular day, I can guarantee you that you also experience joy, excitement, euphoria, okay? And if you are experiencing any emotion over your money whatsoever, you should not be in this business. You should not be doing what I do. You should not be trading, okay? Because it's not a business for the emotional, okay? I agree with you, Jesse James. I'm Jesse James now. I just bought 15K of BTC when it dropped to 10K. Well, good. And Christopher, that's Christopher who shared that. And Christopher, I mean, you spent 15,000, so you bought a Bitcoin and a half. And if it drops to 8,000 before it bounces and turns up, are you going to be emotional because it dropped 20%? You know, are you going to get shaken out? Are you gonna fear sell? Are you gonna panic sell because it dropped to 8,000? Or are you just gonna be non-emotional and stick to your trading plan, which told you that it's the time to buy, and buy the fucking shit and sit on it? Right? When your trading plan says to perform an action, you perform the action with zero emotion. And that is how you make money in trading. Okay, so when my price goes like this and it goes way up, I do not experience euphoria. When my price goes like this and it goes down, I do not experience fear. Okay, I don't care. Right? Well, do I care? Yes, obviously I care, but I mean, I don't get flustered. I don't get frustrated. I don't give a shit what the market does. Okay, and that's the thing, is you should have no cares in the world what the market does. The only care in the world you should have is that you are executing your trading plan according to your terms. All right? And that's it. And that's how you make money in this business. Don't get emotional over it. If you're trading on emotions, if you're experiencing FOMO, if you're buying shit just because they're going up, then you're doing it wrong. Okay? So just and like Christopher says, no attachment whatsoever. That's exactly the way to be. There's no attachment whatsoever. And guys, like I say, is like 1 year ago, I started trading. I started my entire venture with $1,000 I borrowed off a credit card. Okay, and now today I'm sitting here and I'm telling you that I lost something to the tune of $20,000 to $25,000 in US dollars, right? And I don't even flinch. Okay, so that's definitely something that you got to learn. And it's something that I learned the hard way for a long time, okay, before I really got the hang of it. But discipline, mental discipline, for the most part, is 90% of what is going to make you money in this business, okay? So that's the main thing I wanted to share, guys, is the mental discipline side of it, what my thought process was, and a little bit of why I don't get flustered. I don't experience FOMO. Okay, I don't experience fear. I don't care what the market does. All I care about is the actions I take based on what the market does. And if I take the right action, I'll be driving a fucking Lambo tomorrow. So, fuck it. I don't care if the market's going down. You just gotta make the right decision. So, any other questions, guys? Okay. So I bought a I started buying some hardware for a mining rig. Shared that on my Facebook, actually. I'm kind of jacked to have my own rig here. Starting with a 6 video card rig. I ordered 6 NVIDIA GTX 1070s. And I ordered a Asus motherboard that can support 19 graphics cards altogether. So the motherboard itself takes 3 power supplies. 3 power supplies is the perfect number for 18 GPUs anyway. I can get a 19th on there, no problem. So I'm jacked for this. So I'll end up having, I'm going to start with six video cards. 1 power supply. I'm gonna get 1200 watt power supplies. I've already got them sourced for like dirt cheap. And yeah, 1 power supply will supply 6 cards, and I will have 3 power supplies at 1200 watts a piece. And there is enough room in there that I can power the 7th card for when I go for number 19. So that's awesome. Starting out with basically 6 cards here. So I spent what does it work out to? About $2,600, maybe $2,700 US. It was $3,200 Canadian anyway. $3,600 to $3,700 Canadian with taxes, but I'm HST registered. I'm tax registered, so I get all my taxes back anyway. It's awesome. Fucking great time to be in business, guys. Yeah, that's the other thing too, guys. If you're gonna get into mining, if you're gonna start buying hardware, you guys might as well get yourselves a tax number. That way you can get your taxes back. Right? I mean, I claim everything on my taxes. So anytime I pay taxes out, that's an expense, and it comes directly off the taxes that I pay later. Bro. Christopher says bro. Bro. What's up, bro? Anyway. That's about all I wanted to share. Awesome. Can't wait to hear your adventures in mining. Yeah, for sure. I can't wait for it to be here. Of course, everything's on back order because all the mining hardware is like it's sold out everywhere. But the company I bought from said 1 to 2 weeks, and they'll have it in stock, so it'll ship out between 1 to 2 weeks from now. So let's say a month from now, I'll be putting together a new rig. And at that point, I'll be ordering a steady supply of video cards coming in after that. So every month I'll order probably 2 more cards. And I'm going to build this thing up to 18 or 19 cards. It's going to be awesome. Can't wait. And I'm still doing my cloud mining with HashFlare. It's awesome. If you guys want a link for that, just inbox me. I'll send you a link. Or comment on my videos if you want to get in on HashFlare and send me a link. Revenues are down a little bit right now just because the price of Bitcoin obviously tanked today, but percentage-wise, it's still okay. It's still profitable. It's still well over double my investment in a year, so I can't complain about that, but as the price goes back up, it'll be triple my investment in a year, so I'm not worried whatsoever. And same thing with mining. I mean, mining is obviously a business. It's not something where you just walk into and you click a button and it just does everything and gets you rich. It's a business, and it's a business where you need to know your technicals, you need to know your math, you need to know how to build a computer, you need to know how to troubleshoot it when it fails, because they fail all the time. You need to know how to calculate profitability, you need to know how to, change your miners from, one pool to another pool, or from one coin to another coin, in order to, hit the numbers you want to attain. And it's my intentions to have the highest profitability possible, which is not by any way, shape, or form mining Ethereum. So I disagree with you on the taxes. I have rescinded my tax ID in 2000. I haven't paid $1. Oh yeah, so you're yeah, so what the fuck do? You walk into a store, you walk into a retail store, you buy $10,000 worth of computer hardware, and they don't charge you sale taxes? Explain that one. I understand the whole free man movement. I went that way myself. I never paid taxes for quite a few years. But I'm not getting ahead by not participating with the government, because without identification, I can't... I couldn't possibly be in crypto, because I'd have no means to trade between fiat and crypto, because you need ID for that. And if you're still carrying a driver's license, or you're still carrying a birth certificate, and you're not paying taxes, you will get fucked eventually. So, have fun with that. But I do know quite a bit about the legal aspects surrounding the whole free man movement. Yeah, well, you created a tax contract when you got a birth certificate. And you can disagree with me all you want. I don't care. If you want to rescind that, then you got to start from the top. Well, you got to start from the bottom, actually, and work your way back to the top, which is get rid of all of your ID. I have personal friends of mine who are living without identification whatsoever, who drive vehicles that do not have registrations. They do not get thrown in jail. They deal with police officers on a regular basis and have zero altercations with them. But, yeah, it's not, I don't need more info. I'm well versed on that, but there's no benefit to me of doing that. So basically, yeah, I mean, I don't care if you're paying income taxes or not. You can't walk into a store and buy retail equipment without paying sales taxes. And in my case, I get all my sales taxes back. So I do pretty good. You can tell me I'm incorrect all you want. Don't care. Moving on, guys. Basically, that's all I had to talk about. I got nothing else to talk about. I'm just jibber-jabbering on about things that are unrelated at the moment. What's going on, Andy and Kernan? Thanks for jumping in. My dad is the tax man. Your dad and me will not get along, I'll tell you that much. I think taxmen should be shot and pissed on. I don't understand why one man wants to cause havoc for another man. So anybody that works in a position that causes harm to another man should be shot and pissed on. Sorry for the vulgarness and attacking your dad, but anybody who's a taxman are not friends of mine. But anyway, guys, I'm going to jump off of here anyway. I've spent thousands of hours with this. Yep, me too. Me too, over the course of the last 12 years. But anyway, all that Freemanism shit is beyond the scope of what I teach. Put in jail for raping a kid. Oh, just kidding. My dad is Donald Trump. Oh, okay. Smelly dick. Ah, that's funny, guys. Oh, my God. I don't get into the politicals too much, guys. I got my own opinions about, Trump, American legislators, Canadian legislators, politicians, whatever, But I just, I don't get into that on my videos. Anyway, guys, I'm going to jump off here now. I wish you all the best. Stay safe in these markets. Stay profitable. And just kind of watch them lines I showed you. Because there's no guarantee we're bouncing up from here. I think we're bouncing up from here. My trading plan tells me this was a buy and we're going up. But that can also change. So just stay safe out there, guys. And just keep watching your charts. And keep sticking to your trading plan, okay? And other than that, guys, we'll see you on the next video.